Hello, and happy Christmas, everybody. Happy new moon in Capricorn. I've got my jingly bells here, but actually I was going to wear them. They're a bit noisy. Okay, so I'm just going to wait for a few people to come on, and I'm going to read for anybody that I see whose name is on the um, whose name I can see. So basically, if you are there, say hello and give StreamYard permission to use your name. In the link for this, you'll see the link for StreamYard to allow StreamYard to show your name on either Facebook or YouTube, wherever you are watching this. I'm just going to talk before people come on a little bit about what is coming up right now. So many new beginnings. Now, I've said this before, but just in case you're new, today is the new moon. It's the new moon in Capricorn. It's at 1 degree in Capricorn. So the moon and the sun are at 1 degree in Capricorn. One is about new beginnings. You know, every new moon is a new beginning, but we've got the sun and the moon in Capricorn at 1 degree, and they're forming a square to Jupiter, which is it's at 0.17, I think, degrees in Aries, and Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. I see Elizabeth Knox. Hello, Elizabeth. And I see a Facebook user who just says, Happy Christmas, looking lovely. Thank you. And Merry Christmas and some jiggly things. I don't know who you are, so just let me know, say who you are. And you can post a number there, between 1 and 5. I'm going to read for anybody. I'll see how long this goes on. I'm going to read for anybody that I see on the live call because I feel I'm completely on holidays. Solace Healing. Hello, Julian, Michael, McKeever. So you can give 2 numbers if you're both watching. Okay. So I'm going to read. I'm going to just pull a few cards as I'm here about this whole new moon. Now, if you're on my mailing list, and possibly I put it as well in the link for this, there's a little link for. I'm seeing a few Facebook users, one who just said hi and a number 2. I see Elizabeth Knox. I see Paula Donnelly. How are you, my love? I meant to get on to you because I've just seen you weren't well. So whoever the Facebook user is who said number 2, you're going to have to give me your name because I like to check in with a name before I do a reading. I have got the most delicious spiced, what is it? Glockwein, which is just a sweet and spicy, beautiful, good quality red wine, because I don't believe in doing things halfway. Avril, it's Avril, is it? Avril, good to see you, Avril. I'd love to know who that is now. So and then it's Janine. Oh, Janine, who said Mary, and number 3, please. Perfect. So I'm going to read a few, but there's so many more new beginnings. In fact, this new moon, which is at 1 degree, I'm not sure if it's the first or the second, but there are 5 new moons in a row, all at 1 degree in each of their signs that they move into, which is really big. This is unusual. So it's like as if there's a forward momentum moving into 2023 of new beginnings. I feel so excited about 2023. I am so done with 2020, 2021, and 2022. And I really feel that we are so close to much, much, much better times. And because we've got a new moon and it's so close to the solstice, which was just 2 days ago, which was also about new beginnings, moving into the light. We're in this northern hemisphere part of the world. It's the darkest. Yesterday was the darkest day. And today it's even just 2 minutes lighter each day, 2 minutes more brightness. So it's just like everything is giving us signs that we're moving into a much brighter place. Now that square between Jupiter and the sun and the moon, it was more exact, I think, 2 days ago, but it's still a tight square between Jupiter and the sun and the moon. And that was I think it's just I think it's 17 seconds, 0 and 17 seconds in Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, obviously new beginnings. But whatever Jupiter shines its light on. Jupiter is that big planet. It's joy, it's wisdom, it's abundance. It just spreads light and it emphasizes everything that it shines light on. Now it is forming a square, and squares are usually quite difficult angles, but they're difficult because they give us basically the kick in the ass that we need to do something more. It's like, it's a big push to do something. So whatever you do, today, I've already done it. I've listened to the meditation that I left the link for. So it's a meditation that I provided free. It's on PayHip, and there's a link in this. Or you can also, if you're on my mailing list, I will be sending it again. I've already sent it out, but and I will, if I can't, if I don't, I think it is on the description of this. It's just a PayHip group of letters, and it actually will bring you directly where you can download the it's just a new moon intention setting ritual, and it's a meditation where you get clear about what you're seeing, where you're going, either in the next 30 days or in the next the next year. You can make this big. You can put as much effort into it. So if you have some time off at Christmas, get excited, get playful. What is it you want to create? Because we are the co-creators. We're here to create. I'm going to pull some cards because I think at this stage I have lots of numbers down. So I am going to say hello to, hi, we've got Paula Donnelly, Elizabeth Knox, we've got Julian Michael, we've got Janine, we've got Avril. Did I see Catherine O'Boyle? I did. And I can see there are more popping on. So I'm just going to start with reading numbers. But do set your intentions, and whatever about setting your intentions, deciding, doing that little meditation where you're coming up with your ideas and you're deciding on something, you're allowing that intention to root into the roots, into your root. But after you set your intention, you must pay attention to it. Pay attention to what it is you want. Doodle on it. Write about it. If you're a writer, write daily. If you like to doodle, draw a little picture, but sit in the vibration. In other words, sit in the high raised emotion that having that you want to create will bring in your life, because that's what we need to do. We need to, really focus on what it's like to have it. Okay. So Catherine O'Boyle, happy Christmas to you too. I love number 4. I am. So I don't read individual cards all the time, but all of this week and last week, I think I've been hopping on reading individual cards. So I am definitely going on holidays today. I think I said I was going on holidays last week, but I'm definitely closing the door now and taking it easy. So a card jumped out, so I'm going to read that too. And this is your number 4. So it's cycles and rhythms for you and past life. So just notice whatever, if you're stuck in something right now, Catherine, it might be a past life situation. It might be that you're holding an energetic cord, or that you are, light is dim. It might be that you have taken an oath or a decree in a past life or something. Now, that it's really interesting. I'm not sure if I've done that with you, but it's really interesting to understand if it is, if there's something coming up that it's a past life. Now, that can also mean that there's somebody in your life right now that you know from past life. And it can be somebody that is either really that you want to have in your life, or it can also be somebody that's really triggering the heck out of you, that they can be, an energy from a past life, and it's always good to kind of, work on releasing that. So honor the cycles and rhythms as well. So right now we're in that rhythm and that cycle of birth, rebirth, new birth. It's birthing new ideas, and give your attention to that you want to play with. There's a link as well for everybody, and I've sent anybody out an email, and I know I've got a lot of bookings in for January for individual card readings, which I don't really do an awful lot. They're 60 minutes long. We work through a full card detailed reading, and whatever you're dealing with at the time, I make a guided meditation, which is bespoke to you for that. You get it, everything emailed to you. You get the recording of the meditation, as well as obviously the meditation. So there's 50% off that right now until tomorrow night. I think I've set it to stop at midnight tomorrow night. So if you want one of those, the link is as well in the description. Who have we next? So Elizabeth Knox, I'm going to read number 5 to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So Elizabeth, mother, wife, sister, daughter, actually, and Lady Nada there's the energy. It's a beautiful energy of peace and love, and I feel like it's coming from somebody who's left, who's passed on, who's in another world, who's a loved one who has moved on, and they're just really sending you love at this time of the year. Actually, I get weepy when I get this card. Just sending you love and blessings, and they are surrounding you. It's a really it's a beautiful, loving mother type figure, whether it's mother, grandparent, aunt, or something like that. But there's a beautiful energy around, just sending you love from beyond, and just wanting you to think of them. And also remember, when you think of them, and when you think of them in love and happiness and memories of good old times, they're there. So just that is one of the meanings. And I feel it's a very strong one with this card. And the other is, if there is, some female energy that you need to forgive and let go of, there's no time like now to do that. No time like now to forgive, let go, and to move on. Send peace, do a bit of ho'oponopono, which is just 4 statements. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, said over and over again. And it has a feeling of releasing and letting go of some tension, whether you don't need to say that, by the way, to the person or even out loud. Just say it in your mind anytime you think of a difficult situation, and it just releases it. Okay. So any Facebook user that I just see, so there's a Facebook user with number 2. I'm going to pass on until I know a name of that. So we've got Solace, who is Julie and Michael. So I'm going to read number 3 for the 2 of you, as you are joined at the hip in this beautiful photograph as well. So number 3, 1, 2, and 3. Clear and shield your energy. You know how to do that. So just guard and shield your energy, like right now. Put down roots, build yourself up. There's a lot of negative energy around as well, but knowing, and all of this, knowing that you can clear and shield your energy in moments and seconds, just by focusing on that, building your bubble, and knowing that you can still shine your light out through that. You can still raise your vibration and shine your light, but clearing and shielding your energy might be just a sign that you've been overdoing it, taking on other people's stuff. Probably what this card means is that you both need a well-deserved rest, and to just be somewhere that you can just really just nurture and love it up for the next while. Have a fabulous Christmas. So Janine is number 3. Oops, no, I have a bunch that fell down on the ground, Janine. So one of them has turned upright. So when they jump out like that, they need to be taken account of. So I'm going to pick the one that turned upright, and I'm going to count number 3 as well. So 1, 2, and 3. Wow. Golly, happy Christmas to you, because you not only got a yes, which means that yes, all doors are open to you, abundance is yours, everything you touch turns to gold, but you also got the abundance card. So there's a big focus on it, and give gratitude to it before you get it. Expect it, put your hands out, imagine that you can just touch it, and give absolute over the top joy and gratitude, knowing that there's a massive stream of abundance at your fingertips. Just know it. Thank it before you get to it. It might be good to be open to receiving it. Be open to receiving it just means, feel that you deserve it. Feel that it is yours. Feel that, you know, that there's nothing can block it. Just feel it, sense it, and just expect it. So, Avril, do you have a number? Let me see if this, I didn't see that. So there might have been a number 2. I'm going to read number 2 for you, Avril, because I think that you were answering when I said who was the Facebook user who said number 2. So I'm going to read you number 2. But I don't see your picture, you see, or your name. So that's number 2. Yeah. Following on from the last cards, there are only 3 of these sort of abundance cards in this whole 2 decks together. I have 2 decks of cards. So this is an Ascended Master card. Lakshmi is that goddess of abundance, and again, Lakshmi has 4 hands, 4 arms in this. So it's a message to you to expect more, to put, to ask for more. Ask for what you really, truly want, and know without a shadow of a doubt that it's coming. Put on your, I don't know, Christmas list. Imagine that you're just writing to the universe like you would have as a child, perhaps. I don't know whether you wrote Santa letters and expected to get what you got. But this is a real sense that there is a massive stream of abundance there. It's for all of us. Is it that you need to ask for more or expect more? Knowing that you deserve more, knowing that by you getting more, nobody else gets less, okay? Just by expecting it. Usually I don't need to click StreamYard, but just did, okay? Lovely to be here. I don't see this. So June Crowley. Is it hanging on? Yeah. So June Crowley, number 3 for you. So some names I recognize, some I don't. So lovely to see you here, June. 1, 2, and 3. So energy healing, there might be a situation that you need to spend a bit of time or go for energy healing. You can do energy healing on yourself. You can have an energy healing session with somebody, but even by, I'm not sure if you're on my mailing list, but even on my mailing list, there's a free energy healing audio, which is just bringing energy, see energy, bring it through every part of your body. Maybe you already know about this. Maybe you've done something, but it's just imagining that you are putting light onto something and that you have the ability in your own hands. This card can also be a sign that you are an energy healer and that you have the ability with your hands and your mind and your thoughts to uplift and change anything. We've all been given this gift, but we just have to believe it and see it and expect it. And it might be just by tuning into, if it's physical, tuning into your body and feeling that energy and putting the energy somewhere. It might be more detailed, obviously, than that. And there are many things that you can do for energy healing. I'm trying to think of where I think there's a link in this, or there should be in past videos for Glenys Trinder Stay in Touch, and you get a free Raise Your Vibration, which is an energy healing. Everything is energy. And when we raise the frequency of our energy or raise our emotions and our vibrations, we're putting energy onto something. So Pam is next. Pam Spilseth is number 3. Beautiful name. So 1, 2, 3. So this is easy does it. Una, easy does it. Don't rush, don't push, don't force, don't struggle, don't try to do anything, because they're all sort of hard energies. Do your best, yes, but just take your time and know that there's a flow, and that whatever's happening right now is the season for it to happen right now, and that everything is happening in divine perfect timing, and that when you tune into When you tune into your gifts, when you tune into what you love doing, when you just tune into ease, and you can even ask the universe, God, source, whatever, to show me how this can be easy. Tune into the ease of something and you will find an easy way to do it. There's a sense here as well in her hair. It feels to me like that it's almost like a flow, like water flowing down, and the dove actually looks like a bubble or like a droplet of water. There's an energy of water about this. So be near water and watch how water does not struggle. It doesn't try to go uphill unless it's got a great force and momentum and it's like in a pump or a fountain, but as it mostly meanders down to find it will meander down to find its level. And unless there's a torrent of it, does it kind of move and boulders and things out of the way. But there's a sense in this card to say to you to just take it easy, slow down, love the process, be in the process, and everything is happening at divine, perfect timing. Okay, Paula Donnelly. Lovely to see you here, Petal. So number 3, and I hope you're feeling better. 1, 2, 3. I shuffled these cards, but the same cards are coming out. So there is a huge stream of abundance. I feel really, really positive and expectant about this. And even if everything disappeared in the morning, I would still expect it. That's the energy that we need to live in, so that that you're just expecting it, knowing and deserving it. Its prosperity is flowing to you from many different sources, and actually don't expect it only to come in one way. Know that it's coming and get excited about it, but don't expect it to only be in one way, because then we block ourselves from seeing where else it can be coming from. But there's that card is just really saying that everything is there for you. And imagine if it already was. Imagine if you already knew it was there. How excited would you feel? How calm, how what would you do with it? Get ready, be excited, and know if you got a massive stream of income all of a sudden, make sure you know what you want to do with it, because the universe loves that. The universe loves when we really know what we want with it. Ryan Pritchard, beautiful picture of a little girl in that with the communion dress. Is it beautiful? Anyway, number 3 for you. 1, 2, and 3. Right, receptivity. I can't believe these cards are all coming out actually about, there's a sense of abundance in this one as well, but receptivity is be open to receiving. What is it that you want or that you feel that might be kept away from you, that you haven't managed to manifest yet? Okay, we all have Achilles heels in some way. So what feels like it's that you find it difficult, and then ask yourself why, and be open to receiving more. Be open to receiving, and imagine that if whatever it is that you want, and I'll just use money as an example, but it can be in any area of life. But whatever, when you get a tiny amount, whether you pick up 10 cent or whatever pence on the ground, that you see that and you give absolute over the top joy and gratitude for that. You're in a state of gratitude, and you're trusting that this isn't the abundance that I'm expecting. This is a sign that the flow is starting. And when you look at everything like that, as it's just showing me it's a message. There's more coming, and you keep your gratitude high about it, more will come. So that that works in every area of life. So that's for you. So Nancy Ryan is next. Number 3 for you, Nancy. So 1, 2, and 3. This card is telling you that you've more power than you realize in some situation. It's telling you to take charge of it now. And it's almost like there might be boundaries needed for something, but it's kind of telling you to just stop something, to declare something and say enough, or it's Moses parting the Red Sea. So that's the kind of energy that you need to come about with a knowingness that you can make a change. Whatever it is, you can make a change. You can take charge of this situation right now. And whatever is happening, give gratitude for it. Thank the universe for showing you that you need this lesson or whatever it is. But know that you can also take charge, complete charge right now. And first you do it internally, and then you realize, that you can do it. So whatever that means to you. Let me see, who have I next? TJ, good to see you. A bit later in the day for you today. So you're usually up very early, I know. So number 1 for you. And look, I'm going to take this because it was coming out, and this is number 1. So the card that was sticking out is quiet time. You need some quiet time alone to rest. Don't we all right now? We're all fairly tired, but rest, save your energy, just be at peace. It might be, time out, be in nature, surround yourself in quietness and love and bliss. And the answer is yes. If you have a question, just say yes. And if anything that you say yes to you, is there somewhere that you're holding back and you're not saying yes to yourself about something? When you say yes to yourself, the universe, says yes back. The universe just provides. All doors are open. Everything you touch turns to gold. That's the kind of energy of this card. And it's come out already today. It must be our energy here today that these cards are coming out so much. You're welcome, Elizabeth. Sue Wright, number 3. Good to see me. Like I call them reindeer ears, but actually they're little baby antlers. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Work your magic, because you know how to do this. You've done this in the past. You are a manifesting wizard. That's what's coming to me. Whatever it is, you can manifest it. You manifest it by your thoughts, your intentions, your focus on those intentions, your lightness of heart around it. What is it that you really want? Be honest with yourself. What is it you really want? And just imagine, feel, now there's also this symbol. This is a sacred geometry symbol, and it's around the heart area. There might be a little bit of work to do around the heart area, loving, bit of child inside, loving. When you love yourself enough to just say yes to yourself, or to do something that you want to do, or to believe that you can have what it is that you can have, that energy, when you really resonate with it and just feel yes, it opens doors, magic doors. Delighted that you'll love it up for Christmas. I'm sure you will. So Facebook user number 2, I think I read that. Okay, so I'm going to do this one. Yeah, it's Mary DC. Mary DC number 2. So if I haven't read your card and I've gone beyond it, it might be that I can't see your name. You'll see where I am. I've highlighted the ones that I am. So I have a good bit left to go. So number 2 I feel like I need to read it from here. Yeah, so it's artistic expression, work with and play. Do a lot of play. If you're off now over Christmas, be playful. What creative part of you are you not satisfying? Is it painting, drawing, and making something physical? Is it writing? Is it music? Is it something that you can physically do? There's a sense that there's more that needs to be expressed, that you would benefit from, playing with, doing more. Because when you're in that state of doing what you love and loving what you do, and you know this, when you're in that state, your heart is light and you feel you love what you're doing, you get better at it, you become known for that thing. And it's because you put the energy into it, you put the excitement. I really believe actually that we're moving into that place, that golden age, that age of Aquarius, and that will mean that we will have the opportunity to do things that we love doing. We're here, we're created to do the things that we love doing. Yeah, I read for you. I did, yes, TJ. So creating the things that we love to do, and that's what we're designed to do. And I believe that there's a place, we're here to do that, and that is going to come about more and more. Could do with a turnaround with abundance. Yeah, good. Okay, you're welcome, Avril. So Tiffany Spalding. Okay, number 2 for you. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and energy with us. I love this, actually. I love this. I have this beautiful glass of, I'm going to sip it now before it goes cold, actually. Spicy, delicious, Christmassy clock wine. Okay, number 2 for you. 1, 2. And this, we got the mother card. This is a similar one. What's that? A piece of sticker on it. Father, husband, brother, son. So this is about male energy. Now, I feel that there's something in the past, some male energy that needs to be forgiven, let go of, a release of some hurt or something from the past. And it's also a sign that a male deceased loved one is just surrounding you, is there, is speaking to you from beyond. There's a third thing that's coming up to me with it as well for you, is the male energy is very much about action taking, deciding and doing something, and it's the forward momentum, and the female energy is receiving and allowing. But there's something here as well that you might be needing to be decisive or action taking or speaking up even, and it might be speaking up to a male figure. This can often mean to forgive and let go of something, an old past, whether it's lover or relative or even teacher or anything like that, that when we release it and forgive it and let go of it, it changes the energy and it's gone. It's gone and we're moving forward. Okay, so Brenda Broten, very nice name. Number 2 for you. It's been showing up a lot. 222. It's an angel number, and it's the energy of this year. And 222 adds up to 6, which is all about self-love and mothering. 222. I love that number as well. Okay, so number 2. It's asking you to write. You might be called to write. You might hate writing, but you might be getting messages to write more and more. And it might be just to, for instance, today being that new moon day, if you'd listen to the meditation, which I have left in the link to this video under the description, if that's what it is, you are, when you're deciding what it is you might want to write it down. Then in another day or two, you might want to get clearer, write it further and further. That's one of the meanings of this. It might be just that you're getting a message that you do need to write, an article or a book or an ebook or a something book. It might be that you are a writer. And the other, what I feel comes up a lot with that card, is, just free writing, just allowing your thoughts to flow onto paper, and doing something like that on a daily basis, especially, I suppose your most creative time. For me, that would be first thing in the morning. It's not always the same for everybody, but to just literally stop and, have a quiet time, light a candle, have some essential oils or something, diffusing, be in a nice space and just start writing and see what happens. And don't read it. Don't read it if you're going to do that free writing. Don't read it for maybe several weeks even until you feel you've written enough. And then you will be quite surprised that you might be repeating things. You might start noticing some wise words that you have put down there, and really very interesting. Lots of things can happen. You might just have a whole list of to-dos that you keep repeating and that you need to either schedule and take action on, or forgive yourself and say, I don't actually want to do that. So lots of things can happen when you write. Okay, TJ, that makes so much sense. I've been feeling guilty for not fixing a big Christmas dinner. Rest it is, exactly. You're very welcome, Sue. A very happy and joyful Christmas to you. And I think I'm done. Tiffany. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I just read for you. Yeah. So there we are. You're very welcome. It's been an absolute pleasure. Have a beautiful Christmas and do make the most of this energy. This energy at the moment for creating is huge. And with that added sort of Jupiter excitement, maybe that's why I'm picking lots of very positive cards at the moment, because we have that Jupiter energy, which is very abundant. Actually, it's abundant, it's loving, it's wise, and shines light on everything. So do set your intentions. Have a wonderful Christmas, and I will see you all in the new year. Lots of love.